Good evening, soft tippers. Welcome to Soft Tip Central UK, the UK's only dedicated soft tip YouTube channel. Tonight we've got a very special review for you. Good friend of the channel, Jeff Smith, and Winmau have sent us his soft tip darts to review. So we're going to go through all of the usual bits and pieces, and I've spoken to Jeff personally today to get some insight into why he's chosen these specific barrels, why he's designed them in the way that he has, and the different advantages that he feels that the darts give to him. Also, we're going to be putting a price point in these as well now, purely because I get asked that question a heck of a lot, is how much do the barrels cost. So all of my reviews from now on will have an RRP for what you can usually buy the darts for online. Obviously, I can't account for any sales that people have got on or any special offers that are going on at the time. But we will give a recommended retail price for all the darts when we review them. So let's go and look at the packaging. Okay, so a quick look at the packaging of the Jeff Smith Winmau Signature Soft Tips. Looking at the front, beautiful purple packaging, lovely cardboard, lovely window here showing the Winmau dart holder and the barrels in all their glory there. It states at the top here that it has the urban grip. This is a specialist grip we'll go into more detail about. A little window down here showing that you will be getting a set of 3 prism Winmau lights. Down the bottom here stating that they are soft tip 18 gram and there's a 16 gram barrel weight. So I'm just going to flip this very quickly. Obviously on the back here, as with most of the Winmau darts, you will see that there is a larger image of the dart on the back with all of the relevant details regarding it as well. So these are match weighted to 0.05, which we will test very soon. They have the urban grip that's precisionally engineered, and they are 90% tungsten content within the dart. Follow, like and watch at Winmau and hashtag Winmau, so that's your socials to get them on Twitter, and obviously the Winmau badge and logo at the bottom and Jeff's name across the top. It's designed by tour professional Jeff Smith, so there's the specifications there as well. Let's open these up and we'll have a little look inside the packaging. Okay, so within the packaging we have the lovely foam packaging that you come standard now with Winmau, with the Winmau brand logo there, heats damped into the actual foam. Inside here you have the 3 darts housed within the foam in their point protector, your 3 prism stems, and you've got a set of 3 flights there as well. Playing with these earlier on, these are really nice. They look opaque, but you put them in the back of your hand, they're actually a translucent flight. They look really nice against the light of the dartboard, so if you've got like a decent light surround, yeah, these look beautiful. So there's your packaging. What we do now is we're going to go on, we're going to have a look at the barrels and do our weights and measures. Okay, so it is weights and measures time. So first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to individually weigh the Jeff Smith signature barrels on the scales just to see how closely they are match weighted. The first one is 16.05 and the second one is coming out at 16.02. And the third one again is coming out at 15.97. So not quite within that threshold that they advertise on the box, but it is extremely close. So yeah, a really nice weighted barrel, perfectly match weighted, and I don't think you're going to see a lot of differential from the slight difference where it is out by about 0.7 of a gram, but we won't hold that against Winmau, bless them. So we're going to zero off the micrometer now and we're going to get the widths and the lengths. So the width of your barrel is coming in at 6.2 millimeters, and the length of the barrel is kicking out at 48.5. So yeah, a nice slim, straight, long barrel. I think they're lovely. I love the colour on these as well. So I'll tell you more about that in a second when we now go and have a closer look at the darts. Okay, so let's get our close-up look at these barrels now. So the Jeff Smith silencer barrels, his signature darts from Winmau. As you can see, they are a plain ring gripped dart. You will find that a lot of professionals will prefer to use a ring grip as opposed to anything with shark grip. I did ask Jeff as to why he hasn't gone for anything shark grip, whether he needs more grip or not, and he actually informed me that he prefers something that doesn't have too much grip. And what he finds with a ring grip dart is you still get those reference points, but you get a really smooth release, whereas if you use a shark grip, you don't get as smooth a release, which is really interesting to find out actually. And having used them, I can see what he means. You do get a much smoother release from the dart. So looking closely at it, obviously we have the sort of bald front taper here to the dart, and that is followed up by a section of ring grips, another spacer in the center here with a small section of rings behind that, large spacer with the Winmau logo on it, and then some more rings behind. This actually contains the Urban Grip, which is a unique grip style that is actually coated onto the dart to add a level of grip to the arrow. Jeff says that he has used this time and time again, and he feels that the grip doesn't defer, it doesn't lose any grip, and he says it's a very, very good coating for a dart. He also informed me that he's chosen a nice slim barrel. As we said, it's 6.2 in the width. The reason for that is your grouping improves a lot more using a slimmer pencil-like dart as opposed to using a bulbous or torpedo dart. And what it also means is that you get a lot less deflection. And by deflection, it means that when you're throwing down the length of a barrel to group the dart, you won't deflect as much. Purely because the barrel is a lot slimmer, so there's a much smaller surface area for you to hit and deflect off of. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go and have a few throws at the board and see how we get on. Okay, so we're going to have a few throws at the brand now and just test out these Jeff Smith signature barrels from Winmau. Let's see how they fly. Out there. So yeah, they fly really, really nicely, to be fair. The release, as he said, is smooth. They fly very, very straight. The balance point, I would say, is in between that first spacer and the second spacer. So I think that's the denser part of the dart, which means that it's sort of a middle to back weighted dart. See, I usually throw more of a torpedo style dart. Straight barrels for me, I find, as I said before, my thumbs get in the way of my fingers and they don't grip round very well. But I actually managed to find some nice reference points on these. 100. Really like the flights. I think the whole setup together looks really nice. It really complements the Urban Grip styling, the coloured styling of the barrel. The ring grip on the stems is really handy. I could really get used to using those actually, to be fair. They're a really nice grip on those stems, believe it or not. What I do recommend people to do when they are purchasing a set of darts, any set of darts, soft tip, is have a play with your setup. Just have a play with them, try some different tips, try some new stems, try shorter stems, longer stems. It's just such a vast world in soft tip. It's just a beautiful thing to be able to play with your setup. And obviously with steel tip you get a point on your dart, and a lot of people don't know that you can change the points on steels. Whereas on soft tip it's common knowledge and there's a constant battle trying to find the right tip. We actually brought out a video on this, which you can see on our YouTube channel. I'll link it afterwards. Patrick Hero. So yeah, look, I'll look at that smack bang in the middle as well. Lovely. So we'll have 3 more of these, and I'll go on to a little summary of the Jeff Smith silencers. They're probably not called the silencer dart, but I've just named them the silencer dart. I want another Hattie. Oh, close. Right. Let's have a little summary on these. Okay, so just to summarise on the Jeff Smith signature barrels from Winmau. Yeah, really lovely dart. Superb, nice and slimline. I never usually, as I say, throw a slimmer barrel, but I found that the grip on these and the balance gave me a decent reference point for me to actually be able to throw the dart from. So I rest my finger quite nicely on this section of the dart here, and it felt very comfortable for me, which was nice for me to be able to make the adjustment to a slimline barrel. The flights and stems are all set up. The dart looks beautiful. I think the colours that Jeff wears, the purple and the black, I think complements the dart very well, and it also complements him as a player. Sort of, he has that sort of purple and black sort of outfit that he wears, his shirts and all of these different bits and pieces. So it all goes together really nicely. All in all, weight wise, I think that's your pivot point here. Just by the end of this this sort of bald area here, this spacer, and this second spacer here, that's where the dart generally sort of has its pivot point. As you can see, I can rest it on my finger, and it's sort of not going either left or right. So that to me is your pivot point, your dart. That's where the weight is centralised, and that's where you'll be sort of looking to reference point and throw the dart from and grip from. I like them. I think they're a very good dart. Price point, it's a mid-range price point. The price point will come up below and it'll let you know how much the RRP is, but it's a mid-price range dart. It's a good quality dart from Winmau. They do make a very good quality dart, as we know. And regarding this, obviously a lot of people may know and some of you don't know, but my son Dylan has Williams syndrome. So what I've, with the express permission of Jeff, he's given me full permission for me to raffle these off. Straight after I've done the review, we're going to put a raffle card up on our channel on Facebook, and we're going to raffle these off, and we're going to raffle these off with a Match Worn Pro Tour shirt signed by Jeff, and the winner of that will get both items sent out to them, and all the money will be going to the Williams Syndrome Foundation. So yeah, keep your eyes on the socials for that. Also keep your eyes out on the socials this weekend. There is something huge coming. It's going to be absolutely massive. Keep your eyes on Facebook. Get yourselves signed up ASAP. That's all I'm going to say. Get yourself signed up ASAP, because this is going to be big. We go again. I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.